Scary Robot Games. Pros, cons of going public with the game or keeping it under wraps until the publisher can come on board and do the public launch. Every publisher is different.
What's the answer, Dan?
It depends.
It depends. So if you go back and listen to this show 3 years ago, the advice that I'm going to give you is different. And it's probably different 2 years ago and last year as well. What we currently recommend is in Steam, example. It's okay to have a wish list page that is just taking wish lists. The minute you drop into early access and you start charging, customers for it, you're going to lose about 50% of your publisher options. There are a bunch of publishers out there that only want to look at something that no one has seen before and it has had no marketing whatsoever. And there's a bunch of publishers out there that don't want to look at anything that doesn't already have, a community built behind it. You can't go wrong building your community. That's going to either pay off in terms of, getting publisher interest, or worst case scenario, if you have to self-publish, you've got a community built up there. The difference gets into when you start dealing with, are you selling it to consumers already? Because that's when a lot of publishers will look at it and go, okay, you've already launched the game. Even though it's early access, that counts as a launch. And we can't control the marketing narrative. And so, we're not interested. That's the main difference in it. There aren't that many publishers out there that are going to legitimately be targets for your game that want something that no one has ever heard of before. They're, this day and age, they're accustomed to a game being announced or there being some traction on Twitter or something along those lines. I would simply caution you against releasing it to early access and actually starting to sell it until you have a publisher.
All right, here's